I promised you that I would tell you exactly how to build 10 pounds of muscle in a year, and I have. How to build 10 pounds of muscle in 2 to 3 weeks. My promise to you is that if you watch this video right until the very end, that you can build 10 pounds of muscle. That's my promise to you. This video comes out of frustration because I've seen multiple titles on YouTube of other people doing videos titled how to build muscle in 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm going to cut the bullshit, and I don't want people to lie to you. You cannot build 10 pounds of muscle in 2 to 3 weeks. I understand that if you believe that, you're a beginner, and that's okay. That's not an insult. I've been a beginner. Everybody's been a beginner before. Ronnie Coleman was a beginner. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a beginner. Everybody's been a beginner before in their whole life. It's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, it's even a positive thing. The point is, you can't build that much muscle in that space of time. It's impossible. Not one person in the history of this planet has ever built not even 5 pounds of muscle in 2 or 3 weeks. You cannot do that. So even if you take steroids, even if you're new to training, you have noob gains, you can't gain that much muscle. So you can either be patient and watch this 10-minute video or however long it's going to be until the end and learn how to build 10 pounds of muscle, or you can click off and go and spend another 2 months listening to people that are going to lie to you, telling you there's some quick magic tip. And the reason people do videos like this, guys, is because they know that's what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you how to actually reach your goals. That's the purpose of this channel. I know nobody else in the fitness space is promoting things like hard work and actually consistency, things like that. And that's because it's not sexy. It's not the buzzwords, you know. It's not 5 quick tips to lose body fat in a week, you know. It's none of that. I'm just preaching the facts, and that is hard work and consistency. If you follow these tips in this video for the next year and you do that, you can build 10 pounds of muscle. You can definitely build 10 pounds of muscle over this next year if you're willing to put in the time, the effort, the work, the consistency. You will be able to do that. I'm going to teach you how to do that in this video. There might be people out there that have said, James, but I've gained 10 pounds in a month myself before. And you're probably right there. You probably have gained 10 pounds. But there's a difference between gaining 10 pounds of muscle and 9 pounds of fat, because that's what you've done. I mean, you'll only have to look in the mirror at your belly to be able to see that. If you put 10 pounds on in a month, in fact, I challenge you to do it. Please don't actually do it. But if you want to do it, then I challenge you to do it. If you put 10 pounds on in a month, you're going to probably gain 1 pound of muscle at best. The other 9 pounds is body fat. So the way I'm going to teach you to do it in a second is we're not going to be trying to put unnecessary body fat on. Having all that said, if you want someone that's going to teach you how to build muscle and lose body fat, and you want someone who's actually real, telling you how to actually do it instead of lying to you, then subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the little bell as well. That'll tell you every time I upload a new YouTube video. But what I'm going to do now is split this up into 3 basic sections. You do these 3 things over the course of a year, you work hard, you're going to gain 10 pounds of muscle. Let's do it. First of all, a lot of you have heard the word hard gainer, which means you struggle to gain muscle, you struggle to gain weight, you're a skinny person. I don't believe in the word hard gainer. It's just another buzzword for people usually trying to sell you a hard gainer program, buy my program, blah blah blah. We've heard it all before. I believe everyone struggles to gain muscle because the process of building muscle is difficult. You know, no human's going to build more than a couple of pounds in a few months, and that's just the way it works. That's the way the body works if you're doing everything correctly. So this idea that you're a hard gainer, that you can't gain size, is a myth. We just have to make the correct adjustments. You may have to eat a few thousand calories or a few hundred calories more than you're used to eating to gain that size, but it's very possible for you. It's very possible for all of us. Eating enough protein, getting enough sleep, training in the gym, all of those things, you need to be able to know the fundamentals before you can even gain any muscle. And if you don't even know that you have to sleep more and work out with weights to gain muscle, then I have another video I'm going to link for you in the description. Watch that video, because obviously you're not at this level yet.
Wow.
So the first strategy that you're going to need if you want to build more muscle is we need to gain more weight. We need to eat more food and eat in a calorie surplus. That's the specific thing that we need to do. So what I don't want you to do, like I said before, is gain unnecessary body fat. So what I recommend doing is gaining 0.5 pounds per week. The way that we know we're hitting that target is by weighing yourself on the scales. That's 2 pounds per month. So if we kept this up for a whole year, that would be 24 pounds gained in that year. I would say probably anywhere between 10 and 12 pounds of that will be muscle, and the rest is just a little extra body fat. That's no big deal, we can always get rid of that afterwards. So the goal is to be lean bulking. We want to be strategically bulking and just gaining a little each week. All you need to do is adjust your calories throughout the week. So a good calculation is take your body weight in pounds, multiply by 16, eat that many calories per day. Do that for a week, track your calories, and at the end of the week see how much you've gained. If it's too much, take a few hundred calories. If it's not enough, add a few hundred calories. And over the course of a year, you can keep adjusting and changing that up, changing the calories up by a few hundred each week or each month to make sure that you gain that weight, that same 0.5. We don't want to be gaining too much, like we said, but also we don't want to be gaining too little. 0.5 is the sweet spot. So now we have a full diet plan and lean bulking plan for the whole year. The second thing we need to do is our training and thinking about weight training, because obviously weight training is the only way that we can build bigger muscles. But we need to focus on how many sets, reps, and what exercises we're focusing on. So to do this, what we need to do, I'm going to give you a free workout plan here that I've designed myself. This is going to be good for any beginner or intermediate. So here's what it is. We need to be training all the muscle groups to build an overall physique, to build a proper physique. So first of all, chest, I'm going to recommend a barbell bench press. For the back, I'm going to recommend pull-ups. For shoulders, I'm going to recommend a dumbbell shoulder press. For the rear delts, I'm going to recommend face pulls. Rear delts is just the rear shoulder. And then for legs, I'm going to recommend the squats. For biceps, I'm going to recommend a barbell bicep curl. And for the triceps, I'm going to recommend a dumbbell skull crusher. Now listen in for this, all of those exercises are going to be performed with 3 sets. If you don't understand sets and reps, I have another video on that. Just search the difference between reps and sets if you're a total beginner. But it's going to be 3 sets per exercise. But the biceps and the triceps, so the barbell curls and the skull crushers, are 2 sets. That's per workout. We're going to do this workout 3 days per week, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever fits your schedule best, with a rest day in between and 2 rest days at some point during the week. That's how it would fall. So that's 3 sets per workout and 2 for the biceps and triceps. So that would be 9 sets per week for the chest, the back, everything that I listed out, 9 sets per week, and then 6 sets for the biceps and triceps. I recommend resting around 60 seconds between each set and aiming for anywhere between 8 and 12 repetitions. Now moving on to the third thing that I want to talk about, and that is we now understand that eating in a calorie surplus and lean bulking, we have that plan for the whole year. If you want to know how much protein to eat, just take your body weight in pounds, multiply it by 1 and eat that many grams a day. That's going to be the best for how much protein to eat. So we know how much protein to eat now. We know how to lean bulk. We know how to work our calories out. We also have a training program that I've designed just for you for free. And we also know that we're lifting with compound movements because I've incorporated that into the plan. We're doing all of the things we need to do for growth. We need to be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night to make sure that we're growing the muscles and rebuilding those muscles. So now, what is the key? The key is going to be hard work and consistency. I promised you that I would tell you exactly how to build 10 pounds of muscle in a year, and I have. If you follow those tips, if you need to re-watch and write down exactly what I've told you to do, then do that. If you do that for the whole year, you will gain 10 pounds of muscle. That is how you change your physique, that's how you make progress, and anything that is worth having in life requires hard work and consistency. It's why we place value on people that have bigger muscles, people that are in shape, because it's a hard thing to do. That's why people like to look at other people who are in good shape, because it's not easy.